No, no, yeah, no, no, no.
What up, guys? It's your boy TigerBayne, and we are here for another NBA 2K19 rebuilding episode. And in this one, we're going to do the Houston Rockets. We're going to go ahead and try and rebuild them now that they have Russell Westbrook and James Harden. I really like their team, and I think they have a great chance to actually contend for the title. But I think they're still missing a few pieces. I know Clint Capella is there. They've still got Eric Gordon. They still got, let me load this team. They've still got, who else do they have? PJ Tucker. But I just want to change some things. I was looking at their roster, and they don't really have someone who's going to guard your wings all the wings in the Western Conference every single night. I mean, who's going to go up against Paul George or Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James? Who's going to hold back people like I'm blanking on some other wings in the West. Who's going to hold back Klay Thompson, for example? Who's going to hold back Draymond Green? They've got a few people who they are missing. So this is what the roster looks like at this stage. James Harden, Westbrook, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, Clint Capella, Kenneth Faried is still there, Austin Rivers, Tyson Chandler, Gerald Green, Daniel House, Isaiah Hardenstein, Ben McLemore. I didn't even know they had him. Jonathan Williams, Gary Clark, and Chris Chiozza. They've got so many useless players on here. What do we have in free agency? Mirotic is playing overseas. Who are the best small forwards? They've got Melo. Should I bring back Melo? No, I can't. Alright, so this is what our roster is looking like. This, I've already edited it so that, or I've downloaded a roster so that this is technically the beginning of this upcoming season. So it shouldn't be 2018, it should be 2019. We should be good to go. Draft picks, I think I need to trade away my draft picks. Oh no, I don't, because none of the draft picks that the Houston Rockets traded away actually go into effect until like 4 years down the track. So we don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to go through here. I wonder who can we trade? I mean, Eric Gordon is really our only trade asset. I like Austin Rivers. I like PJ Tucker. What if we do these? What if we put these three guys? Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, and Daniel House. Who can I get for them? Patrick Beverley and Mo Harkless. Goran Dragic. I don't need another guard. I need a small forward. I need a wing player. Danilo Gallinari isn't a bad option. That's really not a bad option. Alright, and that's all I'm getting at the moment. Because I could move Gallinari to small forward. I'm pretty sure he goes up if you do that. What if I keep Daniel House? Who you guys give me? I can get Thad Young. I can get Pat Beverly is there again. Jay Crowder. Oh, that's a great pickup. I might go after Jay Crowder. I think that's way better. I don't need Michael Kidd-Gilchrist or Cody Zeller. Harrison Barnes? Try and go for Harrison Barnes. I don't know if he's going to be helpful, though. What's his three-point percentage? 35%. That's not bad at all. Will Barton is a great pickup. Oh, there's so many options. And that gives me Jeremy Grant as well. I might do that. That looks like the best option. Jeremy Grant and I just want to check real quick. I just want to check Jay Crowder. I still think I really like Harrison Barnes, but I still think that this is probably what are we looking at? Marcus Morris and Taj Gibson. That's a good option, but Morris, I don't know. I still like this. Will Barton and Jeremy Grant. I might go with this one here. It means I have to give up Eric Gordon. I don't want to give up Eric Gordon. Is there a way? No, I'm going to have to. Is it worth? Is it really worth? Yeah, it is. It really is. All right. Hold on. Where are we? Will Barton, Jeremy Grant. There we go. All right, so we've acquired these two guys. So they're just going to slot right in. Will Barton at small forward and Jeremy Grant at power forward. Clint Capella is still our center. Our bench is decent-ish. But we're going to simulate through the first half of the, or probably up until the All-Star break and see how we're going. Fingers crossed we're doing really, really well. We'll go up to here. Fingers crossed we're doing really well. If there's, if we do get a really good trade offered to us, I'll bring you guys back in and show you that. Until then, I will see you guys at the deadline. Okay, so I've done a couple of trades so far. They're just minor stuff. I traded away Reed Travis, Jonathan Williams, and Chris Choza for Edmund Sumner and Brian Bowen II. I also traded Clemens, Clark, and Duval to bring back Ennis and Reed Travis. I traded away Travis straight away. The reason I've done that is because I needed more money. So essentially, I wanted to get those two guys in so that I can try and make a trade for Jay Crowder. Forgot his name for a second there. So I've got here Edmund Sumner, who's got a $4 million deal. And I've also got Daniel House. And if I can just get someone super cheap from you guys, give me Ivan Raub. Nope. Okay, we're still making too much. If I can give up... If I give up Macklemore, I don't really need Macklemore. And I will take back... give me Dylan Brooks. There we go. So, I'm going to have to trade away a couple of assets here. What if I just give you guys a second? Is that enough? All right, I'll give you guys maybe the 2023 first. All right, I'll give you this one as well. What? How is Dylan Brooks that valuable? All right, let me try and trade away some of these guys for more. I need about 7 million. What if I trade 1, 2, and we'll trade you again, James Ennis? Can I get a $7 million contract? I can get Ish Smith. I can't do that there. I'll give you a super cheap. Let me throw in. Here, you can have Hardenstein, and I will take Burden. That works. There we go. Okay, so now I'm working with something. Now I've got a couple of players I can trade. I can trade Ish Smith, and I can trade away Edmund Sumner, and I can potentially bring back Jay Crowder. That's all I want. I just want Jay Crowder. I think so far the team's looking really good. We're doing really well. We're 39 and 13. I just want that one more defensive presence. There's no way. I'm not giving up Jeremy Grant, but I will give you that unprotected pick and a second unprotected pick. Do I really want to give up another one? Not really. It doesn't matter. It's done now. Is there a light in here on? It is. All right, so we've got Jay Crowder, which is great because now we have two small forwards who are really good. Well, one's really good offensively. Will Barton, he comes in clutch. I'm actually going to shrink this starting lineup to... No, we'll leave it at 10 for now. We'll leave it at 10. I've got a really good small forward who can get me clutch points, and I've got a really good defensive small forward who I can put up against people like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant. All of these guys are healthy. They're not injured, so we will be seeing them in the playoffs. Kenneth Faried wants to come back, and I definitely want to bring him back. It's a lot of money. I'll give you 7 million. He declined. All right, I'll give you 7.5. That's fine. That's fine. I can use him as trade bait. So I think we're good so far. We're definitely making the playoffs. So I guess I will. No, I don't want to. I don't want a sub simulation. I guess that should be all set. I think this roster fills out exactly what the Rockets need this season. We all know that rosters really aren't finalized until after the trade deadline. Oh God, we have less than 14 players. Let me fix this while you guys are here with me. I need a couple of free agents. Who best fits? I can get Ryan Grant. Can I get a really good three-point shooter? Can I get, you know what? Nick Young. Just bring in Nick Young. Let's do that. And then can I get a perimeter defender? Thabo Cephalosha. That works. Alright, so we brought in more wings. I think that Cephalosha is going to be playing. Is Nick Young playing? No, he is on our bench. So, alright, we're deep, we're good, we're solid, we're set. I think now we can simulate through to the end of the season. This is exactly what I think the Rockets need. They're still missing those couple of wing players who can really help them out. Someone like a Trevor Ariza, someone like a Jay Crowder, someone like your CJ Miles, those sorts of players. There's a bunch of people who fit that sort of mold, but most of them are already taken up, so they're going to have to make some sort of a trade. Cephalosha is really cool. I'm pretty sure he's still a free agent. I don't know if they're going to be able to get someone like him or if he's going to fit them or be able to keep up with them. That's a big thing. I think he's actually a good fit. I like that fit. Double Cephalosha on the Rockets. Let's make it happen. But if they do that, if they get those couple of players, I think that they're really set when it comes to the playoffs. One of their biggest losses was Trevor Ariza, who I still think hit them like a truck losing him. They were like, oh, we got Melo, it's fine, no big deal. But Melo just doesn't do what Ariza does. But we're here at the end of the season. I just talked right through the end of the season there. Giannis wins MVP again. Zion Williamson wins Rookie of the Year. Jabari Parker, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Steven Adams, Most Improved. Doc Rivers as Coach of the Year. So, we'll take a look. What are we? We're the Rockets. We finished third. So, we finished behind LA. The two LA teams. They both finished 1 and 2 respectively. I am going to shorten this rotation to 9 men. And we're going to take a quick look at our season stats. James Harden at 27 points. Westbrook, not even 20 points per game this season. That is wild. So James Harden really took the bulk of the shots. Capella at 12, Grant at 11, Barden at almost 11, Jay Crowder at 10 points per game. I think the points were evenly distributed. I don't think we had any bad shooters, it doesn't look like. Rebounds were fine. Crazy that Westbrook still averaged 8 rebounds per game. Assists, I mean, between these two, these guys are getting almost 20 assists tonight just between the two of them. We're getting good steals. We're getting good blocks between Capella and Grant. Jeremy Grant, 1.2 blocks per game. That's insane. And then field goal percentage, Capella's on 62%. What on earth? 62%. That is wild. 53% for Tyson Chandler. Everyone did really well. James Harden almost hit 50%. Westbrook, 44% is really good. So I think you start getting, once you get around here, it's, these two probably could have done a little bit better, but that's okay. I'm happy with the squad. I'm really, really keen to see how we go. We're going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. We win game 1 with Westbrook dropping 44, and that's why they have him, because he can take over. When Harden is struggling in the playoffs, you've got Westbrook who will just go crazy. Westbrook is not afraid of the playoffs. I've long said that Harden, I think he gets some sort of like stage fright or something, because you see him in the playoffs and sometimes it just doesn't click for him. But now that you've got Westbrook behind him, look at that, 19, 20, and 13. I think they're going to do really, really well. I don't think they're going to win the championship this year unless they make those changes that I talked about with the small forward position. But if they do, they could be fearsome. Are we really going to get eliminated in the first round? Is that something that's happening? Let me go through this. I don't know if I want Tyson Chandler playing that many minutes. Austin Rivers can play. 16 is fine. We'll give you 20. Actually, let me give you 20 and let me give you 25. 26 is fine. We've still got 4 minutes. 1, 2, there we go. We'll give you 28. We'll give you 38 each. Alright. That should do it. I'd be surprised if we lost here. What? How? By 2 points. Okay. That always happens to me. I always end up losing in the first round, no matter what I do. But if I let this team just go, man, that's so frustrating. So the Clippers are about to lose to Denver. That's wild. And Denver are the champions. They took down Kyrie and KD as well. That's crazy. Eric Gordon apparently did wonders for them. I should never have let him go. So the Denver Nuggets won the championship in the first season. I'm going to try... I kind of want to make this a 3-year rebuild. So I'm going to go ahead. No, league meetings. All right. So that's fine. I keep forgetting about that. I hate when I forget about that. It's right. It is what it is. We'll go through here. The Wizards get the #1 pick. Pelicans get the #2 pick. How did the Pelicans get #2? Seriously. And I think this is all good. Do I want to swap out? No, I think we'll keep D'Antoni for now. I don't think we need to get rid of him. What are my picks looking like? Nothing. Great. So we'll simulate right through to the to free agency, and I don't think we have a ton of money. Jeremy Grant declines his option. Great. That's what we wanted. Qualifying offers. No, we don't need to bring you back. You're fine. You can go be a free agent. What's my salary cap situation looking like? Negative 38 million. Whew. It's a hefty one. I think we're going to get rid of most of these guys. We'll get rid of you. Thabo Cephalosha, you're gone. Nick Young is gone. Tyson Chandler and Gerald Green. We'll hold on to them for now. But we don't have a lot of money to play with. The good thing is, though, is that our roster is pretty much filled. Who are our affordable players? DJ Augustine, Kent Bazemore. I really like Kent Bazemore. Evan Turner. Not great. Josh Jackson is there. That's Justin Jackson. Sorry, my bad. Man, this is slim pickings. All right, I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna see if I can find anyone. Robert Williams isn't a bad pick. I'm gonna see who I can find, and I will bring you guys back in at the end of free agency with our new revamped squad. Okay, so our roster is revamped, and I actually like this roster even better than last year. We've only added a few role players. We haven't added anyone big. That will wait till next season to see if we have to do something drastic to improve that. But at this stage, we have James Harden. We have Russell Westbrook. They're our core. We have Jay Crowder, who's back with us. Jeremy Grant is back with us on a 2-year, $9 million deal. Clint Capella is still our center. We've also got Will Barton back coming off the bench, as well as Kenneth Faried. We brought in Robert Williams, who I really, really like. So if something bad happens to Faried, we've got to Capella, I should say. Faried is undersized. He's good, but he's not the best fit at center, I don't feel. Robert Williams is a little bit bulkier. He's a little bit heavier. He's taller. He can move around. I think he's a great replacement. Austin Rivers is back. We brought in Kent Bazemore. We've brought in Alan Crabb. We've brought in Yogi Ferrell. Tyson Chandler's back, and Daniel House is back. I'm actually going to go to a 9-man rotation because why not? And I think this squad is lit. A couple of bench players that we've brought in Robert Williams, Bazemore, Crabb, Yogi Ferrell. I think it rounds out our roster a little nicer. And we're going to simulate right through. We're not going to go all that far. We're going to go down to the trade deadline. If we're looking in bad shape at the trade deadline, then I might have to do something drastic, like see if I can trade for some sort of star. But I don't want to rush it. I want to give the squad a good chance to develop as is, and we'll see how it all goes towards the trade deadline. So our second season was a little bit better than our first season. Nikola Jokic wins the MVP award with James Wiseman as Rookie of the Year. Kyle Kuzma, 6th man. That's really bizarre. I didn't know he'd be a 6th man. And AD as Defensive Player of the Year. Zion Most Improved. Crazy. We finished with the 2nd best record in the West. Let's take a look at our squad and take a look at what stats they put up this season. Where are we? Not playoff stats, player stats. Here we go. So, James Harden put up 26 points. Westbrook at 18. Capella did a little bit better than last year. He put up 13 points. It's a little bit better. Jeremy Grant put up points. Everyone did well. I really like when the scoring is evenly spread out. Robert Williams did pretty well. I'm really glad I picked him up. He's up to a 79 now, so that's really good. So if next season, if we do bad in these playoffs, I will trade away. I'll probably try trading away Clint Capella and a couple of other people. Just bring in a 3rd really big star and see how that works. In the case that I have to trade away Capella, I do have the option of bringing in Robert Williams as a backup, as a starting center, because he's almost there. Rebounds per game, we didn't quite get as many as I thought we would. I thought we'd be higher than this. Everyone sort of regressed in rebounds. What about my assists? Assists were really good. Steals were good. Blocks were less than last year as well, so that's not good. But we'll take it from there. I think I need to... What's my rotation looking like? I'm kind of happy with that rotation. I might swap you guys around. Bring you up to 15. I'm going to drop you down to 18. We're deep, and that's what I really like, is that we're really, really deep. We'll give you 35. We'll give you 33. There we go. All right. We're going to roll with that. We're going up against the Jazz in the first round. I'd be very surprised if we had a first round exit again, but they just beat us. So we only lost by a point, so it might have been a one-off. We beat them in game 2 with James Harden going right. He's just rioting through that building. They take game 3. This is not good. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do here to take out the Jazz? Can we win game 4? Yes, we win game 4. Game 5? Oh my god. Alright, what about game 6? Can we please win this? We won game 6. Game 7. Thank god. Alright, so we're going up against the Lakers in the second round. I honestly thought we weren't going to come through with that. I honestly thought we were going to lose that. Who did the Lakers have on their roster? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. The Los Angeles Lakers, Quinn Cook, Avery Bradley, LeBron James, AD, JaVale McGee, Kyle Kuzma's coming off the bench, Vincent Poirier, KCP, Dwayne Dedman, Rajon Rondo. They're deep as well, man. You got Tyrese Maxey. I really like Tyrese Maxey. If you guys haven't seen him, go check him out. He'll be in the draft next year. He looks incredible. I think he's going to be a star. Vince Hunter and Matt Costello. Alright, so I like our chances. Obviously, with LeBron, this will be a good chance to see if our who do we have at small forward? We've got Jay Crowder, Will Bard, and Daniel House. It'll be a good chance to see if these two... I brought these two guys in specifically to deal with threats like LeBron, so it'll be interesting to see if that actually works out. We take game 1. LeBron put up 22 and 3, which sounds good, but it's actually a trash stat line for him. So having Jay Crowder there must have helped. Can we take game 2? We can. 24, 5, and 10 for our boy James Harden. LeBron went ham as well, so it's kind of working. I mean, look, we're doing well. We've taken the first 3 games. I don't think they'll come back. They take game 4. That's okay, no big deal. We can take game 5. They take game 5. That's okay, no big deal. We can take game 6. I'm not worried yet. Alright. Come on now. Come on now. There's got to be... Actually, let me minimize this rotation. We're going to go 9 guys. We're going to play our core group a little bit more. Kent Bazemore is going to see less action. Alright, so we beat them in game 7. We've gone through 2 7-game series so far. And we're going up against the Pelicans. Oh, Zion is going to destroy us. Zion is absolutely going to destroy us. Pelicans, where are we? Let's take a look at their starting lineup. I mean, they just scraped through with the 8th seed. Lonzo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Jackson Hayes. Drew Holiday is coming off the bench for Anthony Edwards, which is really interesting. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, JJ Redick, Kadeem Allen. They've got a good deep team. Alright, I don't think we'll beat them. I could be wrong though. We take game 1. Okay. Suck on that, Zion. You can't win every time. We take game 2. He's still young. He's still inexperienced. Can we win game 3? No, they win game 3. Okay. So, in reality, if 2 years from now it's the Rockets versus the Pelicans, I would be very surprised if the Pelicans could take them in a 7-game series. It would shock me if it was even close. We take game 5 with James Harden going off for almost 40 points, which is really good. Oh God, I really hope we win this. I don't know what else to do other than take back some minutes here. I mean, I guess I could just take back a few minutes. Should I put Robert Williams at power forward? Is he going to be able to stop? Is he going to be able to hold back Zion Williamson better than Jeremy Grant? I mean, it's about the same. Jeremy Grant's a little bit faster as well, so that's the other thing you need to keep in mind. Will Barton's going to get an extra minute there. Jay Crowder, you're going to get 33 minutes, and I'm going to give you guys... There you go. We'll leave it at that. Can we take Game 6? Yes, we can! Alright, so obviously my changes worked. James Harden went ham. Westbrook went off for a triple-double. Capella at 20 and 12. We had a triple-double and 2 double-doubles on the squad. That is wild. And then you have... where is he? Zion Williamson only put up 8 points. So whatever we did worked. We're going up against the Brooklyn Nets. I forgot what city they were from for a second. So going up against the Brooklyn Nets, that is Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. They've also got Karis LeVert there, Taurean Prince, and DeAndre Jordan. We managed to hold back LeBron. Can we hold back Durant? That's going to be interesting. They take game 1. Alright, what is the computer saying I should go with for a lineup here? Bring back Jay Crowder. Bring back Jay Crowder all the way. Alright, we'll try that. We'll see what happens. We take game 2. Hey, it works. Whatever works. I really want to win this and then go back-to-back. Because I think that could be a possibility. It's not out of the realm of possibility, I should say. James Harden putting up monster numbers. He's got to win MVP here. We take game 3. Can we win? That was game 4, sorry. Can we win it all? Houston Rockets. Congratulations! Alright, so we actually managed to win. I wasn't expecting that. We had some really hard matchups. If you look at this, this is one of the reasons I'm so interested in the NBA this season in terms of the competitiveness. Denver Nuggets look really, really good. The Pelicans, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but they're looking devastating down the track. Portland's always going to be insane. Golden State's always going to be insane as well. There's no way Phoenix is ever making the playoffs this season. Rockets, the Lakers, the Jazz. There's so many options in the West. And in the East, there's less options. But you've still got teams like Toronto's still going to do damage. They're still a really good team. The Nets, they don't have KD this year, but next year he'll be back. You've got teams like Philly. You've got teams like Boston. You can't sleep on teams like those, because they will take advantage of that. I think Boston's going to be better this year than they were last year, which is crazy considering they've lost Kyrie. But, Kemba's going to be a better fit. Alright, so we won. How long have I been recording for? I think I could probably see if I can go back-to-back. LeBron James retiring. I'm not going to say no to that. I'm not going to stop any of that. But I am going to go to league meetings and change these rules around. So I'm going to fiddle through and use the current rules right now, where the top 4 picks are done through the lottery, and the worst 3 teams will have an equal chance of obtaining the number 1 pick. And I'm going to reject that. And the last thing I'm going to do is replace this with shot clock. No. Lane, 8 seconds. Where is it? There we go. Change the time the offense is given to move the ball from the backcourt to the front court. Is back to 8 seconds from the 10 that it was changed to. Did I accidentally reject? I accidentally rejected one of them. That's okay. We're going to go through the draft lottery, see what changes are made here. Hawks get the number 1 pick via Dallas. That's the pick that they got for the Luka Doncic trade. So, Hawks might come out on top. That's a legitimate thing that could happen here. What picks do I have? I have the 30th pick. Great. So I have a draft pick. I'm going to go through. I might pick someone. I might not. We'll see how it goes. But I will see you guys in free agency, I believe. Okay, so with the 30th overall pick in the first round, we took Shareef O'Neal. I really like Shareef O'Neal. I'm glad he was available. I'm probably going to end up trading him because I don't think... We're only playing 1 more season, and I don't think at... What is he? He's a 73 overall. I don't think he's going to be that helpful, unfortunately. We have no qualifying offers, but we're at the moratorium. So how much money can I offer? I've got the mid-level exception. So I can't really afford much. But let me take a look at who I'm losing this season. I'm losing Alan Crabb and Yogi Ferrell. Not bad. That's actually not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Alright, cool. So it's actually not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. I can actually probably bring both of those back and bring back someone else who's really good. I will go through this. Jordan Siebert. I mean, hey, he's a 78 overall. Ross O'Neal is there who I could pick up. I will take a look. I will go through this and I will bring you guys in probably at Thanasis. Ooh. That's the other thing. I want to do a rebuild based on the 4 Antetokounmpo brothers. That will have to wait till later on down the track. But I will go through this. I'll pick out the rest. I'll fill out the rest of our squad. Probably guys who aren't going to get a lot of playing time. But I'll do that and I'll bring you guys in for our final season where we try and go back to back. Okay, so I thought about trading a couple of players to bring in a third big star. But I was like, you know what? We don't need to. We don't need to. I really should though. So I really should just to mix it up. But you know what? We're going to leave it at this. James Harden, Westbrook, Jay Crowder, Nicolo Melli, Clint Capella. We've got Robert Williams is back, and he is... Look at him as an 81 overall. Will Barton is there. Austin Rivers, Jeremy Grant. Kent Bazemore is back. Kenneth Faried is there. We brought back Alan Crabb. We brought in Boban Marjanovic. I'm actually going to take a quick look. If I wanted to trade, let's say Clint Capella. Let's say we wanted to trade... Jeremy Grant's been really good, so I don't know if I want to trade him. And let's say Kenneth Faried. If we want to trade Clint Capella and Kenneth Faried, who could we get back? Could we bring back a... like, for example, we could get back Jarrett Allen. Could we get in a Bradley Beal, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if Golden State will give... If the Trailblazers will give us CJ McCollum. That's an option that we can try and go for. Alright. No one's offering us anything substantial, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try and get someone. We could bring in Chris Middleton. I think that's a great pick. Who's my small forwards? Jay Crowder, Will Barton. We could give up Barton for that. And then, can you guys give me a big? Brook Lopez? No, we're gonna make too much for that. Can you guys give me... I don't know who Jason Harris is, but he's not very good. Can you guys give me... Oh my god, they have no one! Alright, we'll throw in Isaiah Mobley. That's never going to happen, is it? What if I gave you guys a couple of second-round picks? And what if I gave you a first-round pick? And if I replace that with a... Nope, I can't? Okay. So that's the best I can do, and they won't give him to me. Alright, what if... I'll give you Austin Rivers. And you give me... Here you go. Alpha Carbon. Nope, he's making too much money. How is he making too much money? He literally makes the least amount of money on your team. Alright. He's just making a little too much money. So we're going to swap out. And we're going to give you Nicolo Melli. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that to happen. But we've made one hell of a trade. So now we have James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Chris Middleton. Robert Williams is our center. Jeremy Grant at power forward. Wow, I was not expecting that. There's only one more thing I want to try. There's only one more thing I want to try. And to do that, we need to go down to the Pistons. Where are we? Oh my god, he makes so much money. Is there a way? Not without giving up way too much. Not without giving up way too much. I mean, in theory, we could get Andre Drummond. But we're giving up way too much. I don't actually think they'll give him to us anyway. I honestly don't think they'll give him to us. You can give me Devontae Graham? No, they won't give him to us. Alright, I just wanted to see what would happen. Alright, I guess that's our new roster though. I guess we're going with Chris Middleton to pair up with Westbrook and Harden. I like the fit. Hopefully Robert Williams can hold up at the center spot. But we're going to roll with that. We're going to drop it down to 9 men though. Yeah, we're dropping it down to 9 men just because we don't really need Daniel House playing that many minutes. But we're going to roll with that. We still got Sharif O'Neal, who I haven't traded. We're going to roll with that. I'm going to go through. I may stop at the halfway point in the season, but I'll bring you guys in if I do to make a trade. Otherwise, I will see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, so I have a pretty drastic trade to make here. And the reason I'm doing this is because right now we're 13 and 21. I didn't expect this to go this way. But apparently Chris Middleton isn't working. So I'm bundling Middleton, Sharif O'Neal, Robert Williams, Boban Marjanovic, and Kent Bazemore. I like all of these guys. I'm getting back Mac McClung, who is, it was drafted in the second round, but he's doing pretty well. He's doing pretty well. He's a 78 overall. We're getting back Devon Reed, Torrey Craig. The big pieces are Sekoy Doumbouya and Andre Drummond. I think we need both of these guys. He's a good fit at power forward. He's a great fit at center. I think this is going to work. I'm going to make this trade. And fingers crossed, this changes the direction of our squad. We now have James Harden, Westbrook, Crowder, Doumbouya, and Andre Drummond, Austin Rivers, Jeremy Grant, and Kenneth Faried, Daniel House, all coming off of our bench. These guys just are never going to play, but we've still got Allen Crabbe as well. So that's our squad. That's what our roster looks like. Do I actually have enough people on my roster? No, I don't. I need to actually sign some people. Do I have people in the G League or something? No, Matt McClung. I'm going to call him up. Oh, I can't because he's a G Leaguer. Alright, we're going to call you up. And I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. Actually goes straight into our rotation. Perfect. That works. That's what we're going to roll with for this season. I will see you guys, fingers crossed, in the playoffs. It's going to be a hell of a comeback, but I think that this team can do it. We were so close. We tried really hard, and I know exactly what went wrong. Nikola Jokic wins MVP. Evan Mobley, Rookie of the Year. Gallinari, Sixth Man. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year again, and our Coach of the Year was Monty Williams. I know exactly what went wrong. We didn't make it, obviously. What did we end up? We ended up 9, 10, 11th. We ended up 11th. We were so close. We fought back. We almost made it as well. But what I realized is that I think I realized it around... When was it? It was around, I think, at some point in March. I think it was like around the beginning of March. We were doing real bad. And I realized that I hadn't re-signed Mike D'Antoni. So our coach was Rick Carlisle, who had a terrible system proficiency. I ended up firing him, hiring Nick Nurse. We started running pace and space, and we came back, but it just didn't work. It didn't work. It was my fault. If I'd kept Mike D'Antoni, we might have won back-to-back, but that's okay. It is what it is. I am going to end it after these playoffs because I kind of want to go for a fourth, but I might do that in my own free time. Let me know if you want to see this continue, because I will then go back and upload whatever else I do with it. But for now, we're going to end it. The Warriors actually swept Kevin Durant. That's what you call retribution. Wow. KD couldn't beat them. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoyed this episode and who you want to see me rebuild next. We don't have long now until 2K20 comes out, so the rebuilds are going to be coming fast and furious when that comes out. But let me know who you want to see in the next few weeks until 2K20 comes out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to your boy because it is greatly appreciated. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.